Hi kids, how are we doing? We're gonna do this right now because I can do it inside while it's raining, and it'll be really, really nice therapy. If I'm gonna be honest with you, this is gonna be great. Either way, I'm gonna start taking it apart, and then at one point you'll just see me come back and felt tape it up. But yeah, let's start removing a bunch of this gobbledygook here. We got some things I want to keep. I need to keep, obviously. I need to put like new butt connectors on stuff. That's a ground. Like some of the stuff on this side I don't use, but there's a lot of stuff here. Like this is the only plug I use out of this whole bundle. So this is going to be a lot gone, which is going to be great. So I'm going to go from this side out rather than the side in. But two things. That's all we need. Let's have some fun.
This might be the one time I'm speechless.
Alright, so as you can tell, it's a nice big pile of extra crap. And this is thinned out pretty good. I know these are the O2 sensors. One of these is a coolant temp sensor. One of these does something else. If I don't need those, I will trace them back, but because they're on the engine side, I want to wait to plug them in. This is the coolant temp sensor because it's green. I can't remember what these are. I want to say... Oh, these are... I'm sorry, these are NOx sensors. These are NOx sensors. That's what those are. Coolant temp sensors. I believe this guy right here. And coils, injectors, throttle body, cam sensor, I believe, and then something else right there. I can't remember. So yes, this is beautiful. I love it. I am going to actually take the time, and I'm going to get my pin kit from outside, and I'm actually going to unpin these so this looks a lot cleaner. So we have a nice clean, and honestly, with this debacle right here, I may actually unpin it. Maybe I'm just going to solder to it. I'd like to have clean connections in here. Like this one's already been cut. This wasn't used for anything, so I'm going to unpin that. I'm going to wait, but I'll unpin that probably. So, yeah, lots of cleanup. I'm actually extremely happy. So, I'll clean this up. I'll show you guys the final product and unpin these. And that's about it. The second half of this video is going to be when I get outside after work to take apart the clutch. So let's stop here and see outside with the clutch. All right, we are here to figure out what's going on with the clutch. So first thing I'm going to do is lift it up, put it on a crate just to get it up off the floor, and start to take all that apart, see where we're at. As you can obviously see with the bell housing off, everything actually looks very good. The thrower bearing doesn't even make noise. Like, that seems like it was working. Definitely looks like it was working. Because, maybe? I don't know. So I don't think it was pushing on the pressure plate enough, though. I don't know why. It could have been the throw of the slave cylinder. So I'm just going to take, unfortunately, this apart. Either way, because I have a new clutch disc. And let's take a look at the flywheel. Let's take a look at everything. We'll clean all this rust from it sitting up and see where we're at. So let's take this thing off. Okay. Well, this seems to be important. I'm gonna take a guess and say that this is important to something in this assembly. I don't know what, to be honest with you. It's not a finger. So where in the world did this come from, and what in the world is it? Whatever it is, it's gotten definitely messed up. But if you also look, if we take a look at this, I have to look at the camera to make sure we can see what we're doing here. Okay, so you can actually see here. I hope you can see here. Yeah, I gotta bring it in. Look at that right there. Then we've got another one on this one. We got a nice tear on that one. And then a little bit of a rusty tear on this one. Where am I going here? Like this. So, clutch was definitely partially the issue. Oh, all right. Found out where that went. Okay. So that went like yonder. Like so, I think. Yeah. This piece went here. This piece went in there. So, definitely the clutch decided to leave the group chat. So, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I'm going to go grab the new clutch because everything else looks, honestly, very fantastic. So, this is great. This is good. This is good. I'll be right back with the clutch. All right, so found the other clutch after a lot of hunting. It was not Goodwill either. It was just hunting. So, what are these fancy schmancy friggin' things? I don't know why it's got like one of those pads you get on the bottom of meat that you get at the grocery store, but it's always baffled me how these grab better than this whole thing. But it's got more springs. It's supposed to be heavy duty of some sort, like high performance. I don't know. Remember, this is a Ford Ranger clutch. So just to recap, in order to adapt the 944 torque tube splines to this single mass conversion flywheel clutch kit on an AEB, you get the AEB single mass conversion kit, and then you take the clutch disc and you play frisbee golf with it. Then you buy yourself a Ford Ranger clutch disc, and this is what has the overall right diameter to fit. It's just a smooching smaller by like a couple millimeters, a millimeter or two. So it's a smooching smaller than this overall surface area, which is fine. It's just ever so slightly good clearance, but it gives you the right splines to fit onto the 944. I have absolutely no idea what it is anymore. I remember there's a 9 and a T. I don't know why. I don't know. Just look up a Ford Ranger clutch disc and look at this, and that's the right thing you need. So, I would love to put this back together, but one, I need to clean it, and two, I don't have the right tool. That doesn't go there. I thought that was the right one, but clearly I was incorrect. I should have the right one. I presume it's at the old Half.ass garage. So we'll take a trip there tomorrow down memory lane and see what's left of that absolute catastrophe. And yeah, so this will be a later aspiration. I will, however, take a bit of Scotch-Brite and I'll clean this up. And then I'll also clean this one up here, the face of this. And I will take a few minutes here to clean the inside of this. And yeah. All in all, though, I'm extremely happy that this is actually all in one piece, minus obviously the clutch. A disc being for a Ford Ranger. This was the weak point, so I'm all right with that. I'm kind of proud of myself that most of this worked. So I'm gonna clean this, and then we are going to focus and shift over to the car. I got some fittings, and I want to cap off the fuel lines so that we can start cutting tomorrow into the chassis, into the firewall. So I'm gonna clean this, and we'll bring us over there. I'll see you over there. So fast forward to the future, like a week in the future, I totally forgot an outro. So I'm gonna show you two things. I'm gonna show you the wiring harness and tell you that I cleaned up the clutch and it's now put back together. Let me show you the harness. The harness all cleaned up, beautifully taped. I have yet to unpin things in case I want to look at the wiring diagram and see if I could use any of those for things. Obviously, this is a ground, and a lot of these get reconnected inside the vehicle. So I will be doing those connections in the car. This is the main cable for the battery power, and for the starter rather, and the starter wire. That will be have a connector, and that will connect obviously to there. And everything else is all nice and tidied up and taped up. And it's just so nice. I mocked it up on the motor, and it looks so good. And this gets even better. So I mocked it up on the engine, and it looked so good because we mocked the motor up. You can't see that. That's all you get. That's a sneak peek. Stay tuned. That episode is coming. And this episode tonight that I'm filming is going to be a milestone. This is going to be great. Wait till you see what's coming. Please remember to comment, like, subscribe. Really subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm at 319. Come on. This is for Wolfscott. We're doing it. This is going to be epic. I'm doing it right. We're going for 3/4 ass with this one, so stay tuned. Thank you.